You need to block your face.
Carry on.
Shine your eye. Shine your eye. What? What are my people? I'm here again with this Zadi of Benin. I hear say they don't upgrade your name to Zadi of the universe. Is it true?
Well, for now, we're still in Benin
Can you
City, so
confirm or deny?
I can neither confirm
Now
nor
political
deny
answer
that.
be that one. Now political answer be that. So, anyways, I don't know. Last week, the candidate for Labour Party, Barrister Olumide Akpata, he hold his own space for X last week.
Yeah,
You hear him or you hear about her?
I hear about
You listen.
a few minutes. I was on there for a few minutes.
Okay, I listened to a huge chunk of it. So it be like say you know where this talk they go. So what you think first of all when you hear her and you hear what you
Um,
talk?
I would
This thing will
say
block your face for lower the mic. No worry, your voice is you can speak up so that when they see your fine face.
okay. Well, I'll say for someone who's contesting for the number one office in the state, you should be more aware.
Okay. So I think well you are I would say he's terribly misinformed.
Shey you say more water.
No, you say see for somebody who's so okay. So what would be the
I just said
difference
you should be
between
more
what
aware. Which was
no
not
hold
be
on
easily found.
no so for somebody who's contesting for the number one space, he should be
You
more
should be
aware.
more aware.
Now you
Yes,
talk, and
yes.
me, I say he's terribly misinformed. No, but the same thing. The
No.
same. Oh, okay, so more aware on things like what? So waiting in talk about and waiting be some of the things
Okay.
where you feel say you know they informed on.
For instance, now I heard when someone asked about cultism, you get and the things he was going to do to help reduce the amount of
Cultism.
cultists we have in the state, and he mentioned things like computer.
Oh, let's play the audio because I know one may be like say with a misconstrue or with a put words inside mouth. So we'll play the full question and then we'll play his answers and then we'll just react
Okay.
as he speaks. So
To play out, sir. So how do you intend to combat the menace caused by cultism in Edo State when you become a governor? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Joshua. Thank you so much. This is a question that is so important. For me, I am going to attack that problem frontally, and the first thing to do is just create outlets for our young people. It's a question that speaks to the issue of our youth in Edo State, and the fact that there's a total.
so he said create outlet. He said create outlet. What does that mean exactly?
It can mean anything. It can mean create other opportunities. When people are engaged, they might not be thinking of cultism. So I'm thinking that's what it meant.
Okay, create outlets.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's hear him. Perhaps that's what he's saying.
Almost near total failure of government to provide opportunities for the youth.
Okay, so he said there's a near total failure of government providing opportunities for the youth. Would you agree?
No.
Of course, I don't agree. I mean, it's black and white, day and night.
Opportunities currently now it's everywhere in the state.
Everywhere. I mean, apart from this civil service recruitment
Let's
that
let's
have
let's leave that. Just
okay, let's okay.
play the video.
Now, I went to the University of Benin. I graduated in 1992. So I'm not unfamiliar with cultism. But when me I go school, when people do cult finish, as they graduate for the cult, they go face life.
That's fair.
But what we find today is that these young people take cultism, carry enter town, they turn themselves into contractors to these horrible politicians who have weaponized this thing and then use them as agents for their dastardly enterprise. And every election cycle, these young kids offer themselves and they are used by people when they will use their children for that kind of thing, all their children in London. They use them for that kind of stuff. So for me, we are going to create opportunities. Firstly, because cultism is not even has even gone to our secondary schools. It's not just in universities. So firstly, we must create outlets for vocational education.
Okay. So far, the only concrete thing is said is create outlet for vocational education. So that's one.
Yeah, but we already have that.
We already have that.
Vocational and technical education.
We do.
In fact, we have a board now, and
Okay.
and they are building their office at the education center currently under construction at Yale.
So of course we know what Obaseki has done with PTC in Ugbo. So
Even
I think that one
the
is
technical college in Afuze.
good. So those ones, I think they've been talked about a lot. So I don't think we should even address any of that. But let's hear him out.
Opportunities for the young people to gain employment. Look at the entertainment sector. There's a whole value chain there that the state can invest in so that we have job opportunities for.
But the state already has.
So specifically, he highlighted the entertainment industry. And then instantly during the space, I was thinking Victor Wifo Creative Hub, all the everything, all the creativity.
That's not just the only thing.
That's just the tip
Aside
of the iceberg.
The hub.
Yeah.
There's also an Edo film project.
Ooh.
You get
International Film Festival.
Edo State is working its way to the top in the movie industry. I think we used to be number 5. You get in the most movie production states, but now we are number 3.
Okay.
Which means we are making progress.
Making
if we continue
progress
at this pace between now and 2025,
yeah, we may be number 1 or 2. Yeah.
You get so, and this is not just it. The governor has been giving them incentives. Like when you come to make a movie in Edo State, the government provides you logistics, accommodation,
location,
security,
and all
then
that.
location. You
So
get
there's more incentive.
and
for
there's a
people
percentage.
to come
There's a percentage.
to
I
Edo
think
State
it's
to record.
70-30. Your work base will be at least 70% local. You get so you are employing Edo lights.
Edo youth. So those extra
So what he's
job
saying
and
is
extra
currently
hands.
being done.
Yeah, it's in a massive scale.
So that's what I'm saying.
I would really,
You
really
get, and now when you are coming to make this movie, it's not just the actors. You get, you have people behind the scene.
Yeah.
The
In fact, you have
sound
more
engineer,
people behind
the light
the
engineer.
cameras.
You get people carrying bags. Even the woman that sells food during their movie set.
Yeah, you're providing customer.
So you see, it's already been done.
Okay.
So for me, we are going to create opportunities. Firstly,
Vocational.
Because cultism has even gone to our secondary schools. It's not just in universities. So firstly, we must create outlets for vocational education, more opportunities for the young people to gain employment.
Okay.
Look at the entertainment sector. There's a whole value chain there that the state can invest in so that we have job opportunities for the young people. Who go join cult when they get work? Who go join cult when they get work? You can put food on the table. Who go join cult when if you take care of your family? You understand what I mean? So it's a double whammy. It's a double tragedy, really, because number one, you don't give them opportunity. Then number two, you now go and introduce them or use them for this all sorts of perfidious activities. So it's a tragedy in more ways than one. And so for me, as a matter of deliberate and intentional policy, we must first and foremost zero tolerance for this cultism. It not go work.
He said 0 tolerance, as opposed to
As opposed to 5 to 10% tolerance.
as opposed to 5.
No, But
As
now
opposed
that
to
one is fair.
it's fair and it's a given, right?
It's fair.
Okay.
If when we dig government house, Labour Party not go work. So we go call them. We know they are young people. We know they call and say, "You wanna go leave this thing? You wanna go leave this thing?" And we would.
So he said when
That means he knows them.
becomes,
That means he knows them.
yeah, he said he know them. No, that's not even. He said it. He said he know them be. He said he go call them, come say this thing. He no go work. Una need to stop this thing, man. How realistic is that?
He said it, so to him it's realistic.
But to you, uncle, to you, how realistic is that? I mean,
I'm not the one that said it.
yeah. So they ask you question, okay? He says call them and tell them, this one that they do, una go stop
And if
am
he
o,
say he know them,
because
if he call
you know
them
the
now,
work.
if he call
Perhaps
them,
maybe they
yeah.
feel listen to am.
Yeah.
Okay.
After the year what?
The
But we
year
will
what?
also add to that options and alternatives. We'll put also options and alternatives on the table. So not be say you just come say come on this and you don't give them opportunity or options. So job creation, opportunities for vocational education, opening the space in other sectors where I use the entertainment industry as an example again.
Okay, so again, the issue I have with this is so many things have been said and nothing concrete. So
No, there's
far,
something concrete.
no, so far, no, yeah. So I won't list them. He said vocational.
The only concrete thing there is
Then
I'll call them
is I'll call them.
and
That's
tell
the
them to stop it.
okay. To me, the only concrete thing he said is vocational training, which is being done right now by the Obaseki administration. Then he said entertainment,
Which is also
which is also
on
being done
course. Yeah.
massively by this administration. So he said job creation. Of course, is a good sounding word or two good sounding words, but no
But I
how,
like
no
the zero tolerance. He said zero
zero
tolerance for cultism.
zero tolerance,
Yes.
as opposed to like 5 to 10%.
But who has
So
who has 5 to 10% tolerance?
that's my question. That's my question. So he hasn't. I don't think he's actually said anything. Zero tolerance, vocational training, and the youth in entertainment, and then open space. I don't know what that is, and then job creation. There's no how.
Yes, how now? He said we'll call
You call
them.
them.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Value chain, even if it's just getting people to learn how to work in the concert the music concert sector. There's so much opportunity there.
That is already going on. That's already happening. At
Massively.
the Victor Wifo Creative Hub, there's a sound stage. You get
Sound engineer.
there's a sound stage. So
sound everything.
whenever they're having concerts, just a few months ago, they had like a class for stage building. You get, and this is like a very serious thing, not just maybe call people together and talk.
You
No,
breeze
they
out.
had boards, drawing boards where they draw stage design, stage planning, and everything. So whatever he's saying now
It's already happening,
is already happening.
and in bigger folds. Okay.
Those who help with even creating the stage, the set design, and all of those things. There's so much going on in all of these sectors. So that I think we can create opportunities for ventilation, outlets for these young people to express themselves in a multifaceted ways. But because our politicians and those who are in power in the other parties are self-serving, so they keep these guys because they don't say they're going to need them for front. Labour Party will not need cultists. The people are with Labour. We don't need any cultists to enforce anything. And we will not indulge in that kind of brigandage. So I will attack it frontally. I am not a stranger to the issue. I know people who are involved in this kind of shenanigans, and we're going to call them and tell them that the game is up.
Is that indicting? I no go even
Who
talk.
am I to say
I
anything?
be so we no go even talk. No words.
We not agree. It just will not happen under my watch. But like I said, opportunities and alternatives will be provided so that this is not a zero story. It's not a case of at all. You know what I mean? Because as we say, at all, never pass. So we must ensure that we give them alternatives, so that there is an incentive to do away with this kind of behavior, this very antisocial, this very I don't even know. I am at a loss for words to describe the menace that is cultism in Edo State today. Thank you, Joshua.
So what's the during during Obaseki's re-election, we saw how somehow some people tried to make the election not be about issues. For me, I really, 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 really hope this election will be about serious issues like this one. However, I think, just saying so many big words and not actually providing a solution, I think that's a problem too.